Hey, Professor K here with an update on the Your Favorite Recipe project. Remember that I'm working on a recipe for disaster, and last time we left off, I had just finished wireframes and started applying my style boards to mock-ups. I didn't get as far as I liked, but I wanted to get some time to kind of work on the mock-ups by myself. So I'm excited to show you where I ended up with that. All right, so here are my mock-ups in Adobe XD, and what I've done is I've used the share link to show them on the web so that you can see them. Now, when you open up that share link, it's going to default to your mobile mockup first, and that's what we're seeing here. So as you can see, I did some fun things with overlapping. I chose some simple backgrounds to provide a little bit more color and just gave a nice treatment to these numbers so that it looks really nice and has some color to it. I also put a nice big sort of like bam at the bottom on the enjoy. So you can see all your mockups at the same time by going to this little grid and then bopping between each of these. So here we have tablet and small desktop. If I go to tablet and scroll up, you can see how things changed over here. I have the list over to the side, and then ingredients is positioned differently, and then I've taken a card approach with my directions. And again, you can look at these each on your own. I'll post the link in the video. But I just wanted to show you some of the differences between the layout of each one and how things responded to the different screen sizes. So here you can see that the background is now overlapping into the header area, and these directions are now 3 across instead of 2. Pretty cool, right? So to take a sort of high-level view of that, a closer look at that, let's just kind of blow these up so it's a little easier to see. This was the one-column approach. And then what I did was I changed the way that this relationship worked and the directions relationship worked for the tablet. And then as I got more room, I put those directions 3 across. So that's an overview of how I designed this to adapt to the different screen sizes. Now, our next step is to start determining how to code this out. How do we take the HTML that we put together last time during our wireframes and say, okay, now we're going to apply these styles to it. One thing that I like to look at this point of the project is there any additional HTML I need to add in order to make what I've designed here happen? And the easiest way to do that, I think, is to start by looking at what kinds of relationships have been built in the design between different elements. So one relationship I see, I like to look at backgrounds for relationships. So I see a relationship around everything between recipe for disaster and the bottom of ingredients. And I also see a relationship between everything between directions, actually all of the directions. That's kind of like the big relationship I see. And you'll notice that these relationships change from screen size to screen size. So here, everything from the title to the bottom of ingredients has a relationship. But tablet, it's really just the title and intro that has a relationship, and then the ingredients section has a relationship. So what does this tell me? Anytime you see a background color, you need some sort of wrapper in the HTML. And by wrapper, I mean an element that is purposely just put there to help you with styling. So you need something around both your ingredients and your list of ingredients to make that red background. You're also going to need something around your title, Recipe for Disaster, and your intro copy in order to make the red background there. Now notice it's okay to have a red background here and a red background around ingredients. And the reason why I'm making that determination here is because I'm seeing that this sort of relationship has a different background color. So that's what you want to be looking for. What are my relationships looking like? And that will help you determine what additional HTML and CSS to add to your mockups and your final code. So with that kind of overview started, we're going to take a look in the next video about how to actually start adding that HTML and where to add it in, as well as how to add classes. I'll see you in just a moment.